All right, this is a video for Calculus AB from Unit 3, Day 13. Because of the snow day, we didn't have a chance to get to all the items we had in our packet, so I'm just making a little video for those. In class, we did numbers 1A, B, and C, but we did not do D, so I thought we would do D, and then we'll also do number 2 here in this video. So I'd encourage you to try these on your own, and then maybe use the video as a way to check, and if there's anything to be learned from what I present here, then hopefully we'll be able to get that learned. If you have any questions that come up from this, please let me know. So again, just a reminder, we have water entering a tank at a rate of E of T gallons per minute, and water is leaving the tank at a rate of L of T gallons per minute. And then question D says, calculate the value of L prime of 2, and then we're supposed to explain the meaning of that using correct units. Okay, so L of T is 0.5 to the T plus 50, and so going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so L of T equals 0.5 to the T plus 50. First thing we're supposed to do is find L prime of 2, and this is definitely an opportunity to use Math 8. And when you use Math 8 to calculate this, you end up with negative 0.173286809, but we only have to be accurate to the 3 decimals here to report out our answer. Okay, so what does this mean? Remember that L of T is a rate in gallons per minute, so L prime of 2 would be the rate of change of that rate. And of course, L prime of 2 is negative. So if I wanted to make this little note here, I could. Then I'm going to say what this means then, because L prime of 2 is negative, the rate at which water is leaving the tank is decreasing. At 0.173 gallons per minute, or you could just say gallons per minute squared, when T equals 2 minutes. So I'm trying to include all the units that I need to there. But again, since the rate of change of L is negative, that means the rate at which water is leaving the tank is decreasing. 0.173 gallons per minute squared. Okay, hope that went well. There's some tricky ground to navigate there. Please be sure to talk to me if you do have any questions on that. Okay, so then let's look at number 2. Okay, so number 2 says the number of people who have entered the building is modeled by P of T, which is given in the table below. The rate of people leaving the building, measured in people per minute, is modeled by L of T. So part A says, using data from the table, estimate P prime of 3, show the work leading to your answer. So P prime, of course, prime means we're finding the rate of change of P, and rate of change is synonymous with slope. But of course, we don't have P of T, we just have this table for it, so we're going to have to estimate it, right? And that's what the directions say. We're supposed to estimate P prime of 3. So the best way to estimate a derivative is to use a secant line. Maybe you remember that saying, if you can't differentiate, that's fine. Just use the slope of a secant line. So I'm going to say that P prime of 3 is approximately equal to, I got to decide which interval I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use this interval here because 3 is directly between 2 and 4. So I would write 60 minus 50 over 4 minus 2. So this would give me 10 over 2, which is 5. It doesn't ask for units. But presumably it would be people per minute given the units on the other function there. So we're looking for the number 5 primarily, and then of course the work leading up to that. Okay, part B says, using your estimate from part A, determine whether the number of people in the building is increasing or decreasing at T equals 3. Justify your answer. So this is where we have to bring both rates into play. P of t is P prime of t is the rate of people entering the building, and L of t is the rate of people leaving the building. So we could write this out maybe as P prime of 3 minus L of 3. And this might be a little bit tricky. You might wonder why we did the derivative of P but not the derivative of L. And it really comes down to what these two expressions are. P is measuring the number of people that have entered the building. So to find the rate of that, we need to do P prime. L, however, is already a rate. It's the rate at which people are leaving the building, measured in people per minute. And so that's why I need P prime of 3 minus just L of 3. So I would use the calculator to evaluate this expression. And when I do that, I'm coming up with 0.96. I'm not sure where my recording just cut off there, so I hope this makes sense. I found my net rate, found out that my net rate was positive. And so since the net rate is positive, the number of people is increasing at t equals 3 minutes. So like I said, my video kind of cut out there for a second. I'm not sure where it did. Hopefully that's a good explanation for you. If it's not, certainly get in contact and let me know. I'll do my best to help. Hope that you stay safe and look forward to seeing you sometime soon.